What is up, guys? And Mikey 31, Madden 17 Ultimate Team. We haven't seen the run and shoot in quite some time, and for damn good reason, since this is a year of edge blitz hell, slot corner blitz hell. So when I run it and go up against that, I have to strip it down so much that it's just more trouble than it's worth. It's not very fun, and I'd rather run something else that's a little bit more meta friendly. But every now and then you run into those games where everything just logically clicks and you see what makes the magic of the run and shoot offense what it is. One of these years, this playbook is going to be very popular, but right now it's still kind of obscure. But one of these years, it'll be a playbook that's used a lot because it's just too good, concept-wise, for it not to. And when it is, just remember who's been using it ever since NCAA 10. I've been rolling with this bad boy for almost a decade now. It's a part of my DNA. But right now, I'm on defense, and I have my opponent in a 4th and 8. And offensively, he's running this weird mix of split back offset and gun bunch. He's running Y cross here, and I had the middle pretty much jammed up. He could have had a window there deep, but he kind of panic throws it and throws it way short and turnover on downs. And here I set out under center, and this is the classic 2-4-5 nickel blitz 2 look. I motion to trips, and I just kind of high point lob it and go for a jump ball since I know he's going to convert that to a fade. But that gives me a taste of what I'm potentially in for. And what this guy's deal is that he'll, come out in that 2-4-5 nickel blitz 2 look, and he'll take the linebacker and hover him over my center. So in the event that I do come out with something that can block it, there's a potential to have my interior blocking glitch out with that hover. Just complete scumbaggery. But here, we run the bubble screen. If you're going to be running out of a spread 2x2 playbook that doesn't have a lot of the popular formations that can pick up that nickel blitzer, you gotta have plays in your playbook that replace him, so that you can have someone to throw to quick in that vacated space. You want to force your opponent to show that he's smart enough to do something with that guy other than serially blitz him. And in this playbook, it has a lot of bubble screens, both out of trips 2x2. It has a lot of outlet bubble screens. Well, not really outlet bubble screens, but outlet bubbles. Stick bubble, slant bubble. 60 slide has a bubble outlet. You got a lot of double outs where you have the either the slot or the number 3 receiver running a shallow out, accompanied by a clear out and a deeper out on the same side. You got to have something in there that will allow you to get something to somebody athletic on the run fast. And then, when it comes to running, I like to run right at it. Run right at it, either with HB base or inside zone, or option that slot corner. But here I screw up the option read. I had a bit of a lag input fail, which will happen online from time to time. And here it looks like he's going to be in 4-6 cover 2 inverse. I'm going to audible to slant flats. He's base aligned, so I should theoretically have space to hit the flat there. You don't always do, if you all know, but there I get it. I had both flats open, so I just picked one and touchdown. So back on offense, or back on defense rather. I'm in cover 3 match. Ezekiel Ansah. This motivator Ansah is really nice. Dion getting his play rec on. I'm basing out a cover 3 match, cover 3 press, and a variety of 3D looks, cloud as well as some quarters. Again, using one of the safeties. Usually the one toward the side of receiving strength. And I'm just man aligning. I'm not going to do any base aligning. Who cares? And on this one, I should have just let the ball hit the ground, but instinct took over. I don't really get a lot of opportunities to make a play for an INT with a user deep safety, so I just did it. Usually I'm either swatting or playing the receiver. So back on offense, and he is in 4-6 again. So I'm just going to take Sanders here, audible him to a quick out, rat catch it, head upfield. So this tells me that I'm playing a mindless copycat. Can't stand these people. I'm so sick of this. But, guys want to win games. They're going to do what they feel they have to do to win games. So I'm back under center here. Going to run seam option. Let me tell you about seam option. That slot seam option, he opens up his release outside before either continuing down the seam or breaking behind and inside. If he was going to blitz, I would have just hit the block and release. No blitz came that time, so I just waited for him to clear space, break outside, or keep on going, and high pass it over the user backer. Missed a line of defense there, bubble screen. That is what should happen every time if you don't bother to align your defense properly. Here, I don't know what he's doing with his DB Fire 2 press, but I think I can get a sweep away from it going. And I try to cut it back and almost get in there, not quite. I'm not going to go for it here. Chip shot field goal, get a 2 possession lead, and then try to, hope that I can keep on stopping him on defense, which I think I can, based off of what I've seen so far. So, we're just going to kick the field goal here. But yeah, this opponent represents why online is pretty much dead right now. If you aren't, qualified for the Madden championship, you're just dealing with this mindless madness. And it gets boring really, really fast because you have no incentive to keep on putting up with it since there's nothing left to qualify for. And here I show off my user range. Dion gets the pick, but I was right over the top there as well. He went over to try to make the user aggressive catch with Demarius Thomas, but Dion is Dion, so I'm going to try to tack on some more points. Smash is also very good against Nickle Blitz too, especially to the boundary. If they're not going to flip where they're bringing it from, you have plenty of space, but that was against a hard flat, and Derek Carr misses the throw. Derek Carr will do that. Derek Carr can be a bit of a tease sometimes, and that's why he usually ends up on the auction block for people. And people end up going right back to Aaron Rodgers or Matthew Stafford or Brett Favre. Or you can go all in with the ultimate legends like McNair, McNabb, Vic, Tribute, Romo, whatever. Single back, bubble screen to both sides. I throw it to the side where the corner's blitzing. There's no one there. 13-yard gain. Again, I'm running right at it. I actually ran away from it, that time. I ran the 0-1 trap. Going to be in the pistol. Here's the double outs. Receiver on the far left, running a deep out. Triangle's running a seam route. X is running a quick out. He's in a horribly aligned 4-6 defense. There's no one there. And again, that's what should happen every single time. Every single time you don't want to come out in a properly aligned defense, that should happen. He's a stubborn one. HB circle, got an out seam circle route. He's squatting on Paul Krause there as a user player. Hit the seam right behind him. This just aggravates me to watch. You're just an idiot. And he's been able to win a fistful of games playing like this. The fact that this is viable just irritates me. You paid $65 to copy a couple of exploits and still end up losing 17-0. Amputate your hands so you can never play this game ever again. Looking to close this out, playing some quarters coverage here. I'm matching the seamer. He's trying to play make. He's trying to throw late across the field over the middle where Anthony Barr is hiding. Bad things will happen when you do that. And to the pause menu we go, where he'll sit for a couple of minutes as he stares at his 11% completion percentage for 11 yards before he ejects. So, yeah, that's how I gotta run the run and shoot when I go up against heavy edge heat. Got no other choice. But, it can be done. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will talk to you all later. Peace.